begin. Hey guys, how's it going? Oh, we already did that part. Sorry. So I just wanted to stop the video for a second to give you guys an update. I have a really fun set of videos coming up. They are Halloween themed, and I will be calling them Freak Week. So from Tuesday the 24th all the way through Tuesday the 31st, I will be having Halloween themed videos. So my planner content might take a little backseat, or I might throw some Halloween planner stuff in there. I haven't truly decided yet. You can leave your votes down in the comment below, but I would really like to do some paranormal stuff, some Halloween story times, some Halloween crafts maybe. There are only 7 days, so I'm going to fit in as much as I can. I'm truly interested in sharing some paranormal stories with you and some spooky Halloween fun things. So feel free to hit that red subscribe button if this is your first time visiting my channel, and you will get to see all of that fun Halloween content that is coming up. Thanks for visiting. Bye-bye. So I recently got a question from a viewer. They were wondering about what my sort of working situation looks like, because I say that I'm a teacher, right? You guys know that I'm a teacher and I've worked in education for a long time, but I also talk about like being able to be home with my kids and that kind of thing. So I wanted to talk about my experience working from home. I'm not going to name the company that I work for just because I don't know like the legal aspects of that. It's not something I feel super comfortable with, but I will tell you sort of what I do. Long story short, I am a work from home mom. So I get the benefit of getting to be home with my kids, that kind of thing. But I also, get the bonus of having something that fulfills me and fills up my cup, as well as like stretches me professionally and lets me use all of the education that I worked for. So let's just back up and I'll kind of tell you how I got into working from home. Working from home was not always something that I wanted to do. When I had Delilah, in my head, I said to myself, I can never be a stay-at-home mom. So I never really felt like being a stay-at-home mom was for me. I got my license in 2011. I ended up substitute teaching, which was really cool. I got to see the inside of a lot of schools in a lot of different districts, but I traveled a lot. So I was dropping Delilah off super early. Brian was dropping her off early. He actually worked outside of the home full-time as well. And so we weren't home very much, and it started to kind of take a toll. Because of my travel time, I just wasn't home very much. And so it kind of sucked, honestly. And then I think it was either late 2013 or early 2014 in the year, I was hired at an alternative school just blocks from my home, which was amazing. So I was super stoked. I thought that would give me so much more time. I was excited because we had been kind of delaying adding to our family until I had full-time work that offered me some maternity leave, because in Oregon, when you're substitute teaching, you don't really get benefits. Like, you might get like fringe benefits or like minimal benefits, but nothing really super substantial or that could support you if you really get sick. So we were waiting for the right time to build our family, to continue building our family, and we thought that that would be a good opportunity. I worked there for a total of 3 years, but I worked there for 2 years before we got pregnant with Harrison. And during those 2 years, I was exhausted. For those of you who are teachers, you know what a difficult job it is. And if you've ever worked in special education or alternative education or with students with behavioral needs, it can be really hard. It can be emotionally taxing. And in my school, like, it was really hard. We had a very small number of kids, but a lot of them needed a lot of extra love. And I am a person that likes to give to others. Like, that's why I became a teacher, so that I could give to others. But I gave just about everything I had during the school day, and then I had no commute time either. So I had no time to kind of decompress in my car or whatever before I got home. And I got home and my child needed me. We needed to do homework and do all of those things. So it was a lot. And when we got pregnant with Harrison, I was thinking, how am I going to be able to go back to work? I was so excited, you guys, for my maternity leave. When I found out I was pregnant, I was counting down the days to my maternity leave. And it's not because I disliked my job, not at all. It's because I needed some time with my family. I needed that time. And if you're a teacher, you know how hard it is to take vacation days. People said to me all the time, oh, you have vacation days. Oh, you have this. Oh, you have that. Yes, I had all of that, but number one, I was saving all of that for my maternity leave, because when you're a new employee, you know, newer within the first couple of years, you don't have that much time accumulated. And so I was saving it, number one. And number two, when you're a teacher, taking a day off is super, super tough. Number one, you have to like find a sub to cover you, find someone who's good enough to be with your kids. You can't just pick anybody, at least in my mind. And you have to make sub plans, and there's just a lot of behind the scenes work. And then there's that like teacher guilt of like abandoning your kids for a couple of days or whatever. And I definitely had that. Working from home became more of an option. So I started researching what work from home options were available in education. And I found that Oregon had an incredible virtual school program. And so when I returned from my maternity leave, we had new administration. I didn't really have like very many connections at the school anymore. I had a couple of friends, but I was ready to make the transition to work from home if I could. So I applied to the amazing virtual school that I work for now. And if you guys are curious about what virtual education looks like, I can talk about that, but I don't know if you guys are really interested. But if you are, feel free to let me know, and I can talk to you all day about what virtual education looks like and how much I love it. And so I applied, I interviewed, and I got hired, and I was so stoked. By this point, it was like the end of the school year, so I think Harrison was probably had to be like 8 months old-ish, maybe close to a year. Yeah, something like that. I was ready to just enjoy my time with him, because when I had to go back to work after my maternity leave, when he was just 4 months old, as much as I love our childcare provider, handing my 4-month-old over to somebody else, missing all of that quality, snuggly baby time, was hard for me. And I was stressed out most of the day. Most of you know that pumping at work can be really challenging. Yeah, so there's a lot of challenges that go with working outside of the home. So working from home was like the ideal situation, and that's how I got into it. My work is super flexible, so I can like flex an hour here and there. So like if I need to run and pick Delilah up from school if she's sick, or if I want to go and watch one of her school plays, or like volunteer in her classroom or something, I can say, hey, I'm gonna be gone from like 1 to 2 or something, and then I just would work an hour later. So that is something that is amazing at my work, and I would have never ever been able to do, because that's the other side of it. I was missing Delilah's things. I wasn't able to go on field trips. I wasn't able to be in her classroom. I wasn't really able to talk to her teachers. I was missing things, and I knew that. And so I felt like I was being pulled in 2 different directions, and working from home has really sort of put me back to being whole. I love working from home. It is the perfect thing for me. It's not the perfect thing for everyone. I do get to meet with my colleagues once a month, maybe once every other month, depending. So I do get to meet with them then, and sometimes we schedule like off-site work sessions. So I do still get that time, but most of my day looks more similar to a stay-at-home mom's. My older kid is in school. My younger kid does go part-time to daycare, and then part-time my husband Brian cares for him, just because I have to make phone calls. That's kind of how I engage with my students and talk to them and answer questions and stuff. So yeah, it is a lot like being a stay-at-home mom that also has some pieces of what it was like to work outside of the home too. So it really kind of like meshes exactly what my life needs right now. And even when my kids are older, honestly, working from home is incredible. I love it. You know, it's awesome. Some people crave like an office environment, and honestly, I don't. I love working from home. That is sort of my story of how I got into working from home. If you guys have other questions about, you know, working from home, other work from home opportunities, I can kind of research those, or you guys are a great resource for each other as well. If you have work from home opportunities, leave them in the comments below. I know that a lot of those work from home opportunities are like multi-level marketing companies, like I don't know, like doTERRA, LuLaRoe, those kind of things where you're like a seller within a company, that kind of thing. I've heard a lot about those as work from home opportunities, but you do kind of have to build those businesses. But if you have any other like work from home opportunities for moms, I've heard that Amazon offers work from home opportunities, and this goes for both parents. You know, this isn't just for moms. I know there's a lot of dads who want to be home as well and who kind of want that flexibility. Brian actually is working from home right now. So our whole family is just home a lot, and it's great. It definitely took some adjusting because our schedule was just so like disjointed, but I think that we really are getting to a good place where we're all home, and it's really nice. So that is how I got into working from home. Again, if you guys have other questions about, you know, what my day looks like, I could do a day in the life of a work from home mom. Obviously can't like show you our system or anything like that because it holds student records, but I can sort of take you through what my day looks like. There are a couple of like different days, you know, a couple of different things that can happen on any given day. There are days where I do have to travel, which is kind of cool. I did get an opportunity to travel to Denver, Colorado this summer with my job. So, you know, it's a really good time in my life right now. I feel really happy and fulfilled in both my family life and my professional life. Thank you to my virtual school and my virtual school family, because they are like family to me, and I love them. I feel like I fit in there so well too. I never feel nervous or anything like that. So now I'm done rambling, I promise. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up for me. If you want more content about being a teacher or working from home or my professional life or anything like that, feel free to leave those questions down below or those video ideas down below. I love video requests, so feel free to leave them and I will make you a video. So if you are not yet subscribed, make sure that you hit that red subscribe button below. If you are currently subscribed, go ahead and hit that notification bell. I'm so thrilled that you're here, but I want you to make sure that you know about every single video that I post. And by the way, you guys, have fun today.